Alright guys, so as you guys can see, we have the Blixen class for you guys. I'm going to show you guys the class first, then go on to the Warzone gameplay. Now, this is a main mobility, accuracy, secondary, and control as a third. I don't know what the word is for that, but yeah, so we're going to start off with the muzzle and go from there. So starting off with the muzzle, we want something that gives us accuracy and range, and that is by putting on the F8 stabilizer. As you guys can see, the accuracy goes up and your damage range goes up, and the actual bar of the accuracy and your range goes up quite a bit. So go ahead and put on that F8 stabilizer. Now for the barrel, you guys want something that increases your mobility only, okay? And that's by putting on the custom. Now as you guys can see, aim down or aim walking movement speed, firing visibility to enemies, and horizontal recoil control. So that's really good. So as you guys can see, that does increase your mobility, so go ahead and put that on. Now for the optic, I always say that it is preference. I do recommend only aiming for the accuracy bar, but you know, it is all preference. But I always say in every single one of my videos that all Vanguard SMGs must put on that slate reflector. If you want, you can put on something else, but all of them should put on that slate reflector. And for all Vanguard ARs, that G16 is the way to go. But you know, since this is an SMG, we're gonna go ahead and put on that slate reflector, which gives us 1.35 time magnification, small rectangular sight, and precision sight picture, and it also increases your accuracy. So go ahead and put on that slate reflector. Now for the stock, you want something that gives you mobility, and that is by putting on the removed stock, which is the very first one. As you guys can see, movement speed goes up, sprint to fire speed goes up, and your aim down speed all goes up, and your mobility right here goes up. So go ahead and put on the removed stock. Now for the underbarrel, you want something that increases your mobility, and by you doing that, you guys can go ahead and put on the skeleton, okay? Or not the skeleton, the skeletal underbarrel. Now it increases aim down sight speed increases, and your movement speed does increase, and as you guys can see down here, the mobility does increase. So go ahead and put on that skeletal. Now for the magazine, you want something that gives you accuracy, damage, and control all at once, and that is by putting on the 36 round mag. Now as you guys can see, recoil control and accuracy goes up, increased torso damage, which is really nice to have, aim down sight speed goes up, which is also really nice to have, and your hip fire accuracy, which you're really not going to be focusing on hip fire with this class, but it is nice to have. And as you guys can see, accuracy goes up, your control goes up, and a little bit of your damage. So go ahead and put on that 36 round mag. Now for the ammunition, you'll always hear a lot of people say lengthen, but for this class we're gonna go ahead with the FMJ round. Now it does increase your bullet penetration, so you know, it allows, as you guys can see, allows these rounds greatly increase penetration through surfaces, so through walls and stuff like that. It will help you out. You really don't need to put on lengthen as much anymore, so go ahead and put on that FMJ round. Now for the grip, you guys want something that increases your control and your control only, and that is by putting on the stippled grip. As you guys can see, recoil recovery goes up and your initial firing recoil increases. So go ahead, and as you guys can see down here, control does go up for the bar, so go ahead and put that on, and you're good to go. Now we're going to go on to the perks 1 and perks 2. Now perks 1 and perks 2, you both want to focus on mobility only. Like I said, this is a mobility main, accuracy secondary, and your control for the third. Alright, and you're also increasing your range and damage at the same time, but those are really not as important as the first three that I just mentioned. But like I said, you want to increase your mobility, and that's by putting on fleet. As you guys can see right here, weapon swap quickness, so you guys can YY forever, and your movement speed goes up, as well as the mobility down here for the actual gun. So go ahead and put on fleet. And then for perk 2, it doesn't directly affect the gun in the gun stats, it affects your operator, so the person you're using, your character pretty much. So go ahead and put on quick. It does increase your sprint speed, and that's pretty much it. This is the build right here. Let's get right into the gameplay.
Sniper down there. Oh, there's people on the left, right. Look at this dude. Sniped them out of it. Oh my god, I sniped them out of it. I literally just sniped them out of that, bro. Oh my god! Oh my god, we're getting sniped from boat. They're hard scoping all on boat. I'm getting that.
Yes.
Behind you.
Bro, are you serious?
Close, just gonna rat it up in there, bro.
I'm still like fighting this guy, bro. Like
5 remain. Solid work.
he's behind this. Got him down.
I'm done.
I'm getting bows, bro. They're sniping me.
Get fucked up by boat.
Like who the f themselves?
They're sitting in the like. Okay,
They don't know I'm here.
I'm coming. Someone like right on.
Got one. Oh, stop camping. Put.
Yo, he ran his ass off. He went to go for it.
Bullets everywhere!
Oh, wait.
Another one on our level right here. Inside though. Oh. You got that, Elite?
Got me.
Bad guy inside.
Whole team at Harbor.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone. Fire sale is active. Buy station costs are adjusted.
I'm behind you a little bit.
Resurgence is about to
He's here. Don't.
Get on a swivel.
Sit down, bro. Serious.
Allied UAV overhead. Fire sales done. Prices
About to
are
grab a
back
big
to
game in a
normal.
second.
Objective is to eliminate the bounty target.
There's a whole team on tower building right now that just landed back in.
I just got one up there. I'm gonna push up.
That. Pushing it too.
Gas is right on your tail.
There's also a team of TC there right now as well.
Victim spotted.
Did I get shot from behind, bro?
Gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Reinforcements are on the way.
Laying on loadout, that's near CC.
Oh. Height. Lagging like a mother.